We can use the quadratic formula to find the exact solutions of quadratics that we can't factorize. So remember, the quadratic formula is the values of x are minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All of that is over 2a. And this is true for the quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So let's make use of this in solving some quadratics, and we're going to do it giving an exact solution for our quadratic equations. So in this first example, we're asked to solve this quadratic here, giving our answer in exact form. So first of all, we need to identify a, b and c. Now a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. b is the coefficient of x, which is minus 2. And c is the number by itself, which is minus 2. So now, substituting this into our formula, we have x equals minus b, so that's minus 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so minus 2 squared, minus 4, a is 1, and c is minus 2. And all of it is over 2a, which is 2 times 1. So now, dealing with all of that and simplifying it, we get minus 2 is 2, plus or minus the square root, minus 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 1 times minus 2, so it's going to become plus 8, and that's all over 2. So that's 2 plus or minus the square root of 12 over 2. But we can rewrite the square root of 12. This is equal to the square root of 4 times 3, which is equal to 2 root 3. So we get 2 plus or minus 2 root 3 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus root 3, because we can cancel the 2's in both parts with the 2 on the bottom. So our final answer in exact form is 1 plus or minus root 3. That's 1 plus root 3 and 1 minus 3 are our two solutions to this equation. Now we're going to look at the final example. We're looking at this quadratic here, and again giving our answer in exact form. So first of all, we have a is the coefficient of x squared, so that's 2. b is the coefficient of x, so b is 4. And c is the constant number by itself, so c is minus 8. So this time we get x is equal to minus b, so that's minus 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's 4 squared, minus 4 times a is 2, times c is minus 8, and that's all over 2 times a, 2 times 2. Simplifying that a little bit, we get minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, and 4 times 2 is 8, times 8 is 64, and because of the 2 minuses it's plus 64, all over 4. Now that gives us minus 4 plus or minus root 80 over 4. Root 80 we can simplify to give us, let's see, root 80 is going to be root 16 times 5, which is 4 root 5. So we get minus 4 plus or minus 4 root 5 over 4. And once again, we can now cancel out the 4, cancels with both parts of the top. So we get equals minus 1 plus or minus root 5. As our final answer, two parts, minus 1 plus root 5 and minus 1 minus root 5. So that is how we solve quadratics, giving our answer in exact form using the formula. We substitute the values into the formula, but rather typing into our calculator, we have to manipulate the surds to get an answer in exact form in surds.